17h41.
17:40 on the last show. We had a lot of people since 10:30. Let's go to Spain. But in French, with GUILLOTTE, you represent ASPACK. Spanish Association bring together packaging players. Next to Raphael, BADEY, Export Director for NORTGRAFT Packaging. Good morning, good afternoon. Ricardo, DIAZ, Export Director for TRANSPACK. And next to you, HOSSAN, Export Director at GRUPO, VALLSGRAPHIC. Good evening, welcome. Valérie, a reassuring message. First, Spain underwent a deep crisis before in 2008. 28 now things are changing. Yes, of course, we're delighted to be here today. On this 10th show, 20 years of packaging experience. We had three trends. The first trend with where Spanish companies were very present in the Spanish market. Next, unfortunately, the crisis of 2007, 2008, from 2014, we suffered. We're dinosaurs, and as of 2014, the dinosaurs did not die, and 2014 is positive right now. Packaging in Spain is going back up. Growth is 2.5% on average per year. Until 2019, as anticipated, we had a convention in San Sebastian. We brought together all the people, and people were optimistic and had a lot of trust in the future. Spanish companies that succeeded in adapting to the new environment survived and thrive. Among us, you have three companies which became stronger, that suffered but are more competitive, more productive, and which in future will be great players in the market. For example, in terms of number of companies in Spain, give us the portrait. In Spain, before the crisis, we had 145 companies. Today, we're down to 85 companies. You had a lot of companies emerging or people going belly up. VALLSGRAPHIC was set up. A lot of Spanish groups merged and survived to face up to the crisis. We have new players, new entrants, large international groups that we know. Otajon, all these groups we know globally, which set up shop in Spain, taking over and buying out Spanish companies. So the landscape changed, and there's a sea change of generations. Basically, currently, is a new type of managers. A lot of people are retiring, so there's a sea change. As everywhere, how many jobs? 4,000 at the present time. Before, we were talking about 5,900 people working in the packaging sector. There was a big drop. Steep drop, but now they're quite confident. People in the packaging sector in Spain are well trained, and it's a real specialty in your country. This industry kept its expertise. HOSSAN, GRUPO, VALLSGRAPHIC. It's a large company in this industry. You went through a lot of change, and you found drivers to make headway. Yes, indeed. Our group, VALLSGRAPHIC, is made up of three companies, basically. GRAPHOPACK, NOVAGRAPH, and GUILLOTTE over Spain. During the crisis in 2008, needs for packaging dropped drastically in Spain. So we had to find different strategies to continue and survive. What strategy did you adopt at a time? First off, what's important is to provide more resources to export, reinforcing our export departments. We were present already, but we completed and supplemented our export department with French people who know the way the French work, because you were aiming for the French market, basically. Yes, but also North Africa, we're working in Algeria, Morocco, and the French market, of course. What type of packagings are you producing? Well, flat, folding, PET, PVC, cardboard. We're working in agribusiness, but also in cosmetics, pharmaceuticals, parapharmacy. We developed exports. And you're right to work with France because the industry means 39% of all the packages. Now, I guess that a company does exist because it does keep R&D departments. That's the second driver, R&D. Our industry is is not high-tech driven, I would say. It's something which is simple and basic. It's not banal or commonplace. No, not at all. Thanks to technology and development, we can add value to our sleeves. For example, we adapted our machines to process PVC and PET sleeves, which is not frequent in this industry. We're developing new varnishes, new applications on cardboard using our machines to provide a barrier effect, but also for cosmetic reasons. For cosmetics, for example, we are putting out stickers. One of the point of research and development of interest is development of stickers to be delivered. Ready to use stickers which can be peeled off to have more space to communicate. It is not a simple sticker. It's like a small book, a booklet applied to sleeves. We're not making them, we're making them, but the system of peelable stickers was developed recently. Raphael BADEY, head of exports for NORTGRAFT packaging. You're a specialized player, highly specialized player, because your company is working for food. We are a family-owned company, a mid-sized company that wants to grow and export. It's a family-owned company, so we are making investments which are limited, and so you chose to be hyper-specialized in the food industry. It is the most buoyant market for growth and development. Therefore, specialization means investments in machinery, in staff. You need to train personnel, train them in procedures to meet requirements. The food industry is highly demanding. So give us a few examples of packages applied in food. We're not producing radically different packages. The agribusiness is does not like highly different products. But for example, something which could possibly make a difference is the issue of the BRC certification. Today, it's something which is not banal or generalized, but NORTGRAFT was the first provider of flat cardboard producers to be CRF certified for food contact purposes. The idea is for us to emphasize this. Also, given the fact that the most logical market for us is France, a neighboring country, As you said, it's a huge market in cardboard packaging terms. So we adjusted to the way the French work. Every country has its own culture. Are the French working well? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Are we organized? Yeah, you're well organized. Okay, it is quite straightforward. So, it is great, compared to Germans. You're not Germans, but I mean, you're less rigid. Anyway, it does require adapting the way we work, adapting the SOPs and the operations, all the supply system like EDI, GPI, where you've got to advance. That's why we're investing a lot of resources. And you would like to enter the French market. TRANSPACK, Ricardo, DIAZ. Your company specialized in industry, but also in food for a bakery. We're making color cardboard trays to be cut up and turned into different sizes to be used for industrial or pastry. You have the éclair au chocolat. We were working on black or golden trays. Now we have color trays, which were reserved only to the upmarket industry, like Fauchon and Taillardat brands. By means of a retailer in France, we're presenting bright colors to package the products and the bakery and the pastry. We got customers for high-end pastry in Corsica. Pastry is changing a lot. We have a lot of creativity. We have innovation in pastry in the stores. And you're helping those as a supplier. We're listening to our distributor. And at all times, we're trying to add new colors and new sizes to try and add to the creativity of the French pastry chefs. It is quite specific to the French market. In Spain, it is not yet developed. The French market is highly innovative. Exactly. Thank you. Gluttony is not a vice. Thank you for having come to talk about the Spanish market, which is highly replete in potential. There's a lot of business to be had in Spain. Now, ALL4PACK is dedicated to agribusiness. Now, an industry which is changing at all times in the field of packaging, but also in the field of procedures. See you in ALL5A. You've got exhibitors we have the Forum of Partners in ALL5 and workshops moderated by CEPIA, CMOP, and CECIMED. One of the largest booths is a French producer of tools in industrial solutions for food. We have sent there our report, Jeremy, who is live with us. Jeremy, can you hear me? Can you hear me loud and clear, Jeremy? Yes? Yes, I'm here in ALL5A, dedicated to agribusiness. A lot of machines running and operated. Let's meet here on the booth with the CEO of the BFR Group. Good evening. It's a real plan. Machines are running. I mean, it's a gigantic booth. Welcome. We're offering lines that are dedicated. There's a small example of a dedicated line to make. To make apple pies. It is cut off using ultrasound, and they're cutting with a laser. It is whetting your appetite. What other machines do you offer? Nothing here. It's all automated. It's impressive. It's a bun to overcooked. What else do you have? It's a line producing minced meat. What do you have here? It's a line for hacked minced meat. Okay, let's switch on the machine. The meat is cut up, and you recover a package. The minced meat is ready. Let us taste it. Oh God, delicious, delicious meat. I bring your tray back. Thank you, Jeremy. But no way. I'd rather buy minced meat from the butchers. It's quite impressive. In Hall 5A, let's meet in Hall 5A. You've got customers, I guess. Fabrice Peltier, head of INDP. You are a 360 reporter. You have eyes everywhere. Yes, indeed. So you're wearing glasses. You have a lot of acuity to bring out creativity. Let's be creative. That's the slogan. That's the claim of the exhibition. Let's be creative. And I wondered about whether you're going to be creative or not. Let's look at the PELTIER just playing the gumshoe and the private eye in the aisles of the exhibition. It looks like a nightclub, but okay, whatever, you know. It is the exhibition. Its topic or tagline is "Let's be creative." So let's look at it. Follow me. I don't know whether we're in a nightclub or a packaging exhibition. Look. It's a turntable. Is it a sculpture? What is it? Oh, God. A Delta robot. Look. They're recovering confetti at Siemens. They're wearing hats at Siemens. Creativity is very important. Oh, God. That's the creativity exhibition. Look, I'm going to stay there. It's a great armchair. What's creative when you cut? Think into the box. Think into the box. I thought it meant think out of the box. Well, it's our tagline for the exhibition. That's our job. Oh, I see. You're going against the slogan, think out of the box. That's the machine which will take something on the left and deposit it on the right. Exactly. It's like policy, exactly, going right or going left. It's a machine. I've got a stopper. I'm into packaging. It's augmented reality. God, oh God. That's the machine to fold or paper. It's great. Nice. Creativity, you know, the right-hand hemisphere. We're creative. Look. We're trying hard to be creative. Exactly, using our brain. Creativity also means the Pent Awards booth. Jean-Jacques, why do you have something on packaging? There's a mixture between creativity and techniques. In the world, we have the best products. The Package 4 design book. It's a heavy book. 10 years of Pent Awards. Now, we have the machine to really shrink paper. and crease paper. Has the human place in this? It's all automated anyway. Putting it right or left. We've got creativity also. End of the second day on ALL4PACK. Okay, now let's wait for the announcement. I'm translating. Dear guest, that's the end of the exhibition. We're going to close. Have a great evening. And now let's go to bed. Progress has been made yesterday. We had the announcement at the start of the announcement. In other words, we're right on time, right on schedule. Okay, well, on this, have a great evening and see you tomorrow.